County and also Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. I'm delighted to be here at the UDA Women Congress. That is its first time being held after the election. I think the last time I interacted with the issue of the Women's Congress was during the time we were drafting the UDA Constitution. So it's exciting that now we are able to have an opportunity to implement it. It will also be a great opportunity for us to be able to take stock of our gains in relation to the Women's Kenya Kwanza Charter that was signed by the now President at the time when he was a candidate. It was called to reach out to all the women in the country. We also will be able to give an update on the goings-on in Parliament in regards to the two-thirds gender rule. There is currently the sittings that are ongoing with the task force that is sitting, but there are many proposals on the way to achieve it. And those proposals will be able to analyze them and see which one is the best formula to use. I know there's been discussions relating to this. I'm also looking forward to an opportunity to make a presentation to the task force, because I already had a bill twice to try and achieve this in the current Parliament. I've withdrawn it in favor of a proposal by the Leader of Majority as a government-sponsored bill, where we hope that we'll have a constitutional amendment that does not require a referendum, that can be done through two-thirds voting by the members of Parliament. Currently, according to the Constitution, the composition of Parliament, of the National Assembly, is 349. We now want to make a constitutional amendment so that for purposes of implementation of the two-thirds gender rule, the composition of Parliament would be set at 290, which is the 290 constituencies. There's also things that we must discuss, especially in relation to the boundaries review. As you know, the Constitution provides that we should have a boundaries review in no less than 8 years and not more than 12 years. The 12th year is now. And in fact, the deadline is in March next year, March 2024. So we are already running really behind. There are many counties that have already hit the threshold on the population formula that is put out in the Constitution on boundaries review. So there is some at least 23 or 22 new constituencies that are supposed to be created. Now that we are out of time, we are hoping that the Attorney General will be able to move with speed and try and seek court action to allow him more time, to allow more time for the boundaries review to take place. The boundaries review, we heard from the CEO of the Electoral Commission. He said they need a minimum of 18 months once the commissioners are in office, and the commissioners are not in office yet. My own experience, having done this in 2010, before 2010, we know that boundaries review, even if you split the commissioners into 3 teams, to visit 290 constituencies, you cannot do in 18 months. From my own experience, you need at least 25 months. So we are really cutting it too close, and this can give us challenges. So we do hope that as some of, as UDA, which is got the majority in Parliament, and a super majority when the Kenya Kwanza is counted, then we can actually move this and be able to achieve it. So we need to take stock. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. We really appreciate.
I also want to say something else that concerns Uasin Gishu County. We have a challenge in Uasin Gishu County. The UDA nominees to the County Assembly are currently out of office, which means the County Assembly of Uasin Gishu County is unconstitutional and actually cannot transact any business. We were very challenged at the beginning, and this is something also that will take issue with it today at this Congress. At the time when the matter came before the courts, UDA lawyer Adrian Kamodho fraudulently made a fraudulent affidavit of the then chairman, Engineer Mwaura. And Engineer Mwaura recalled that particular affidavit, and then therefore was able to support the nomination list. The nomination list, surprisingly, was not supported by the party at that time. It's only after we raised the issue that a new lawyer was brought on board, and the new lawyer then gave the true facts of how it transpired and supported the UDA list. It was shocking that a lawyer hired by UDA would go against the list, yet IEBC is in favor of the list, and so are those who are before the court. We must defend our list as UDA, and because this deals with women being nominated into the county assembly, it is something that we shall raise with the Secretary General. I've raised this with the Secretary General. It's only after my intervention that he hired a new lawyer and fired Adrian Kamodho. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, before you leave, the world celebrated a girl child. And today we are launching the women
amendments to the UDA constitution, which requires that if one is vying for, if the people vie for the seats, if the person who wins the chairmanship is a man, vice chairperson who's a woman, and whether the woman was number 20 in the election, the woman who shall become the vice chair. And if a woman wins the seat, will be the person who has gotten the second highest vote among the men, and then be made a vice chair. So that's good progress, because it means that our party will now become inclusive. You even had the 2/3 gender rule is not a women's issue. It's a human right issue.
Yes.
Kenya signed the United Nations Convention on So it is not about, people think it's a women's issue. The way this country is going, I think the men.
You are coming from, your name, which constituency?
Timama. I come from Narok County. I'm a nominated MCA by the UDA party. And I'm also the chair of Environment DA Party, and I'm also the chair of Environment. I've been a supporter of actually more about the women. What we are expecting from the UDA party.
We are looking forward to the forthcoming grassroots elections, whereby we are urging so many women to come in and participate. Myself, I'm going to vie for the organizing secretary's post, the county one. And I believe that many women will come out, because it is true that women are the ones who are running parties and women are the voters. So this party must be seen to